I got it. Hey, run that shit up, Trace.
Run it up.
I got it.
Run it up.
I got it.
Run it up.
I got it.
Big checks with big deposits. Run it up. 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 Big checks with big deposits. Big bag what I beat on. Play the corner like Dion. Hard code like Freon. No time for you peons. Pandemic ain't stop nothing. Apply pressure, I'm job hunting. Risk good, I'ma bop something. Fire on me, I'm Glock busting. Got rich, then I went broke. Bounce back like good dope. Bad times I kick those. Mama told me don't trust hoes. When a boss talk, you don't speak. Keep niggas on a long leash. Money coming, they gon' creep. Step on niggas like long feet. Stuff money in my tube socks. Right back when the work drop.
Yo, what's good at AAA Sports? We back at it again, ready for another great episode. How y'all fellas doing today, man?
What is up, y'all?
We back.
We back. Like we
C5,
never
we
back like we never left.
Y'all? Episode 12, episode 2 for me. I'm excited.
Man, it's a lot. It's crazy to switch over to transition to new sports, man, because thanks to Draymond Green, there's always something to talk about with basketball.
That's right.
John
Make it
Morant's
easy over there.
too.
Oh yeah, John Morant is back tonight too. That is
Playing
right.
right now.
Oh, he's back. Yeah. How y'all feeling, man?
I feel good, man.
Good.
Sure you do. After that victory.
Rested it. Oh yeah, much needed too.
Man, I ain't want to come on today. I ain't gonna lie after last night. After my Eagles talk about Jalen Hurts flu game, they trying to hype it up. Motherfucker went out there and stunk it up as usual, like when he not sick.
Man, yeah, he probably should have just set that one out.
Man, I could.
Well, no, they fighting for playoff. They fighting for playoff positions still. So you got to kind of plan. But I just personally think that he's showing his true colors. I've been saying all year that he's a good player. He's not a great quarterback, and sometimes he's going to throw it away. Perfect example.
Yeah, you've been calling it though. I give you that. You've been calling that about 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks ago.
He can run though.
That. Well,
he can run his ass off.
Man, I just felt the best way I can put it is I just felt that I liked him a lot better when he was using his athleticism, and now he's trying so hard to not use it as much and trying to. And I know he don't want to get hurt, but when a quarterback goes from being an athletic dude and they try to stop using their athleticism, it feels like they try too hard to be that pocket passer. They start to force throws instead of taking off on good runs when they're available.
Yeah, I mean, they just got to switch it up, man. Because honestly, you figure they should have lost to the Bills too, though, man. That's 5 losses they should have had in a row. So it's something. Even though their record is what it is, man, it's something they missing that they know. Of course, it's a different team than last year, but it's something missing there. They're gonna have to clear. They're gonna have to clean that up, or they're gonna go in the playoffs, and you already know you're gonna know what to expect. Like, you ain't gonna be shocked if they don't win it. Like, if they lose the first round. That's like when Minnesota was, when Minnesota was at 10, 11 wins, even though they not Minnesota, off rip, like you weren't worried about Minnesota coming into the playoffs. Same year, 2 years ago with the Steelers, when the Steelers was like 12-0. It was something about the Steelers, even though they was getting away with those wins, you wasn't ready. You wasn't worried about them when they got in the playoffs. Right now, that's how the Eagles looking right now.
I just don't know what they'll do if they get behind. Like, I wouldn't want to trust in him to, make big plays and deep ball passes because he's not that type of player, in my opinion.
No. He gets in his own head too much. I mean,
yeah,
like Jamar was saying, he don't know if he wants to run or if he wants to throw the ball. And it's hard when you're making that transition for sure.
I need him to be what we drafted him for. The best running back that was at quarterback in college football. Be that guy. Just run the ball. We don't need you to sit there and throw for 3,800 yards.
Someone told him not to do that shit. He's listening.
Hey, whenever they try to keep these quarterbacks in the pocket and stop doing what they're usually doing, man, that's what happens, man. Like I said, you gotta. That's the same thing you saw when Justin Fields broke out at the end of last year, and then they start. For some reason they start listening to the media or whatever, making them think they need to be a pocket passer and all that. And like I said, just do what you've been doing.
Yeah. So let's go ahead and let's get into the show. Let's get it started. I'm happy. All my cohorts. Is that how you say it? Cohorts. There you go. My compadres. Let's get it started. And we're gonna start off with what, Manny?
We're gonna start off with the top transferred players of the week. I'm gonna try to get this as fresh as I can, but we're gonna try our best. And our number one spot, we got the edge rusher from Florida Gators switching over to Ole Miss. And we're gonna see what he can do. Seems like a decent player, but we won't know until he gets to his next spot. Next, you got Dante Moore, the quarterback from UCLA, switching over and playing for the Oregon Ducks. And you got Marvin Jones Jr.
Let's go.
Coming up Florida Seminole. And then you got the boy from Tennessee going to head over. Tyler Barron, Tennessee edge rusher, going to Ole Miss Rebels. And then BJ Green, the edge rusher for Arizona State, going over to the Huskies. And these are our top 5 transferred players of the week.
Who the Huskies? Nebraska? When he said the Huskies, he talking about Nebraska? No, Nebraska. Is they the Huskies? Nebraska?
Oh, no,
Washington Huskies.
Oh, Washington. All right, yeah, I was about to say. All right, Washington.
Every time I hear something more about this transfer portal, on one thought, I'm like, man, this shit is really getting out of control, and it is. But at the same time, I wish that they had the video game for that, and you can implement that. That shit would be hot.
It would. I mean, I like it in, like you said, but at the same time, it's definitely getting out of hand. Because, like you said, the those top players, those 4 stars and 5 stars, they go, depending where they go. But you don't hear about those bottom half players that's entering that transfer portal.
Now they're gonna go where they can think they can make the most money because all these NIL deals, the coaches are gonna be like, all right, bro, I can get you signed with this company, I can get you signed with this company. We're gonna get you leaving this college $5 million. How's that sound?
Which I don't mind that.
It's all legit.
Yeah, you're right. It's legit. What I like about it though, like say like the lower players, like the 2, say if you go to Ohio State as a 2-star, 3-star, you go there, you got all those players, and now you can transfer out after that 1 year of seeing if you going, to see where you really stack up at. You can go transfer out to Ohio University or a Marshall and go start. Just having that Ohio State name behind you as a 2-star, 3-star, you can go and earn that. You can get another scholarship at those lower schools for sure and get that start.
Actually go get people to look at you.
Right. So
else.
which I've been thought they should have been doing that anyway. Like when these teams, like which these teams been getting all these 4-star, 5 stars, which is wild, the USCs of the world and all that. And it's like, man, some of these players, I don't know why they wasn't going to the, the lower FCS schools sometimes and just, ball out for them.
Because of the money. I mean, the under the table money.
The under the table money, plus, like I said, that NFL dream. Now, I guess with social media now and these D2 schools, a lot of players going, you see these players balling in the NFL in the 4th, 5th round, 6th round. It's like, it really don't matter where you go now. Like you said, like especially if you're going to get some money going to these lower schools.
That wasn't until recently, too. You got to think
right.
That.
Like I said, recently. That's what I said.
It's
so
way
I see
easier
why.
to get people to watch you. I mean, you could put your shit on YouTube, Twitter, Instagram. It's going to get millions of views. If you get a video that goes viral, you fucking somebody up. Don't matter what school you're going to.
And what
age cap on that shit, too.
Yeah, they do.
There's people that's 26, 27, 28 years old playing against 18-year-olds. That's not cool.
That COVID shit didn't help either, bro, because they getting all them fucking years of eligibility. Like you said, they're 26 years old, still hanging on to fucking college football dreams.
Yeah.
It's just
crazy. That's like what's old boy from North Carolina, like the dude in basketball, the Caleb dude that's at Arizona right now. Like, man, he been in school for like 6-7 years right now, man.
That's coming out of there with their master's degrees.
Crazy.
working on his doctorate right now.
Crazy.
What we got next, Big Chicken?
Well, next let's go into GJ's top transfer players. And let's go in. Quarterback, Washington State. 3, Jamin Dumas Johnson, linebacker, Georgia. AJ Harris, cornerback, Georgia. 5, Trey Moore, edge rusher for UTSA. Number 6, Malachi Nelson, quarterback, USC. Number 7, Malik Murphy, quarterback, Texas. Number 8, Trevor Etienne, running back for Florida. Number 9, Nyland Green, cornerback for Georgia. And number 10, Chase Visantes, left tackle at Texas A&M. And this has been DJ's top 10 transfers for the week.
Hey, Georgia got 2 boys leaving
Georgia got
on that defense. Like, man.
They got 3 of them. They got the
Oh,
linebacker.
they had 3 on there. Yeah, it is right. Wow.
All for one loss. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, that's the part of the portal I hate, though. You're right, though, man. One loss, so that's when people leaving, man. Starters leaving. Like, it's the starters just leaving for me, though. I understand, like, you can't even the Ohio State situation where the coach telling you stuff, but in these other situations, man, like, they just leaving. You know, they just like, I'm out.
Right, for no reason.
Yeah, it's sad, man. It's like disappointing.
Like, I didn't see like starters leaving. Like, there's no way we could have said we saw this, like, so many starters leaving that you just started and you leaving. You know, I can see players who might have lost their job or something like that. Like, you started during the season, lost your job, and you a backup, you know, at your position. I can see them in the portal, but the fact that there's so many starters in the portal, that's what's crazy to me. That's wild.
Why y'all think it is? You think they're just chasing bags, or
yeah, man, yeah.
I mean, it's not that I'm upset that the players are having like power. I'm not against that, and I'm not against the players having all the money because I mean, truthfully, people have been getting ripped off for years and years and years.
Forever,
way too long.
For way too long.
Right. And I'm glad. I want all that to go on, but I mean, it's just like any reason a player. Listen, if you're a good enough player, right, you could probably go to 4 different schools in 4 years. You probably could. And if you can't do that, you can do it in 8 and be 20, however, or I ain't even trying to count that, 26, like I just was saying. You could be 26 years old and finish your college career and probably accumulate it now, the way it's set up, about $30 or $40 million.
Yeah.
It's not, it's just weird. It's weird.
It's almost like it's its own like major league corporation.
Mm-hmm. It's like think about it. Why are we even talking about this shit? Why are we sitting here talking about the transfer portal week after week after week after week? I'm not saying that we shouldn't, and it's not news. I'm not saying that either. But it's just like, man, why? This is crazy.
That's wild. Free agency.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's free agency.
Right.
Yeah, it definitely is.
Free agency on steroids. It's
on steroids for sure, man. It's man, I don't know how they're gonna try to figure something out, but they're gonna have to though, man. They're gonna have to put a cap on it or something.
Because it's out of control.
It is for sure.
What I don't get is some of the players leaving that's not even guaranteed a bag. They're so busy trying to like go somewhere else to get the PT so they can get the bag. Mm-hmm. And sometimes y'all know how it is, man. Like
yeah.
But some of the greatest players always stress and say, "Yo, I chose to be like best at my craft," and that brought along the bag. And so I feel like we might be creating a system that some of these kids are going to be afraid of competition because they're like, "Yo, this person in my way," and they just run away from the obstacle and go somewhere else instead of using that chance to grow, develop, and become a better player, a stronger player, faster player. I don't know.
And you got also you also got to think. Go ahead. Go ahead and finish. No, I say go ahead and finish.
Yeah, I said I don't want to sound like the old man. Get off my lawn. I'm not saying the old way we were doing it with them not getting paid was right. I'm just saying that we've now encouraged with this transfer portal and everything else. It goes right along with the mentality of that microwave generation. I need it now. I need to be the starter now. I need to be, instead of going and fighting for that spot and beating out somebody.
Yeah. Right. Now,
it's all based off feeling.
Yeah, right. But I'm glad you spoke on that. Like you said, it always was working because you really think about it. I mean, of course, you had to switch some things up. Like these players, like you said, a lot of these top players should have been getting paid without getting in trouble, you know. But like you said, think about like even if you think about the Bamas and all them, like they still gonna get the 5-stars and all that. But think about all the running backs they had coming right. You know what I'm saying? That was fighting for each other. But think about they all made it to the league still, though. You know what I'm saying? Like they waited their turn, but they still made it at the end of the day, though. It didn't hurt them. Like you only needed when you at these schools, you ball out in 1 year. That's all you need. Honestly, though, because
they all made each other better, though. That's the thing.
Right.
You know,
they
when you
made
get
each
all
other
the
better.
best guys playing with each other, then you only breed greatness, right? Because when you're rubbing shoulders with the best dudes that you can.
Man, look at that Miami roster when they won the national championship. Then they lost to O State. All the players went to the league.
Edgerrin James, bro, they had Clinton Portis. Edgerrin James was on that roster all together at the same time. Clinton Portis, Edgerrin James, Frank Gore, and
Frank Gore is one more. Yeah, Willis McGahee.
All of them were running the back room at the same time.
Man, you know how hard that was, and they all went to the league. Same with Bama, though. Bama had think about the quarterback room Bama had with Mac Jones and all them, before they really just opened it up.
But listen, though, y'all just saying the hero stories, the shit that sounds good, the happy what you call it, the happy ever after tales and shit. That's just what we know. It's not always gonna work like that. Think about it. Okay, so if it wasn't for the draft portal, and even though I'm kind of contradicting myself because I just was speaking down on it, if it wasn't for the draft portal, the transfer portal, what about Joe Burrow? You almost sat there and let him go all the way through college and fucking
you got that
completely better than. And what if he would have really listened to what the coaches told him? What if he would have listened? He would have sat right there and he would have never made it to the NFL. He would have went through college and wasn't even a player. So
I agree with that one.
You know,
I'm sure there's so many cases like that that didn't make it. You know, the people that we don't even know about.
Yeah.
Oh, there's so many who didn't get it, who had to you had to back up somebody and they kept having to back them up and they couldn't leave, or they didn't want to leave because they was gonna have to sit out a year after being at the school 3 years, thinking you're gonna get the job. So I understand that.
Pro and college level, most times people get opportunities through injuries.
Yeah.
Think about all the running backs at Kansas City the Chiefs had at one point. The only way Larry Johnson is going to even touch the fucking field is because of injuries, because everybody ahead of him was way better than him at one point.
Yeah. But to the point now where that injury happening so much now, you need, you need backup after backup now.
2 or 3. You need 2 or 3 running backs right now. At least 2.
Shout out to my Uncle Richard. He says they could have made it. You get paid going to the bowl games. Could that make it?
What do you mean by that?
Just the players get some type of stipend or whatever case for going to the bowl games. So we could have done this probably a long time ago, I'm assuming he's saying.
Oh, okay.
Some of these players who stay around showcase who they is.
I know they get different stuff during the bowl games back, even since the 90s. I know they get that's when they get all that technology stuff for free and all that. I been know they was getting that.
But they still slave.
Well, let's switch it from the college, or we can do one more and give the top 5 dream coaching gigs. Where's the best places to coach? Where should people coach and why?
On what level? College, pro,
college. College.
I probably would want to coach at Alabama.
Shit, I think it's the best era to coach anywhere. Young talent for sports has been bred up by the last generation so heavily that every single college is competitive no matter where you look. I mean, if y'all look around here, Toledo, BG, I mean, we have teams that are beating Michigan. We're playing bigger teams, the MAC teams are beating SEC teams, Big Ten teams. So it just really, I think anywhere is a good place to coach. You just gotta figure out where you can get your talent from. Like I said, it's so easy to find it.
And honestly, before they really start getting paid like legally, you figure college, man, these players trying to get to that next level. So like you said, every game always was live no matter what. Like even still though, they still want to go there, but every game go hard in college, man, because everybody want to get to that next level. So I always say college, man.
You want to go where you celebrate it, not tolerate it. You want to go to an institution that players going to suck because the pressure's going to be hard. But Alabama, your Ohio State, your Texas, your USC, Blue Blood King of Prop, they that way because the football players they have invested. If I was a coach, I want to go to where if I'm coaching, trying to be great, and I want to go and be able to attract talent because athletic facilities matter. So how much is the school paying? How much money is the school putting into the sport, the program? So you're thinking about it. Of course, Texas is going to be up there because they make bread. Notre Dame, regardless of how they play year in year out,
they got the best facilities.
Yeah, some of the best facilities. You have Duke. And the sad part about it is if Duke put more money into their football because they have an alum and the money is there, just like Stanford. The money is there. They just don't care about football.
Oh, yeah, right.
Yeah, some of these schools now with NIL, I look at it different. And just like Colin said, like C5 said, with that money out there now we're allowed to use alum and organizations to pay these players. Bro, you get the right person to come in here to Duke, the right person to come in there to Stanford, or UCLA has a big time thing over there. North Carolina is an expensive ass, hard to get in school with an amazing base that makes a lot of money.
It's probably gonna be harder. It's gonna be harder to keep these kids in track now, though. These college kids too, though, with this money now, knowing that you can just hit the transfer portal. So that's the thing too. Like before, like even though they was getting paid under the table, man, they wasn't just gonna leave. Though the fact that you can go get a bag now, some of them top players, even when, like you said, like when they do something stupid and the coach get at them, these players now, man, like you said, they so sensitive to where they get mad and hit the portal on the school in a heartbeat.
They almost made it too easy.
Yeah, that's the only thing that sucks now because like I said before, college always like the players always want to get to the next level, right? But now that they're getting paid like NFL players, it might be kind of harder now to really coach these kids like you want to, like before in the last, I would say the last 2 years and so on. It's probably harder now because I would say the top players is gonna be kind of hard because these boys can just you can't hold nothing over them. Like you ain't like you got to stay 3 years or 2 years.
It's going to be a more professional coaching, more professional league in general. That's
knowing that you can take that, and knowing that, and knowing that I think all these years people ain't know. You thought when somebody got a scholarship, that more was guaranteed. Man, you got to work for that scholarship every year. Yep. They got to do something where at least your scholarship is at least guaranteed for that full year at least. It shouldn't be based on it's based on you earning it. But once you earn it, it should be at least guaranteed. So that way, even when if a new coach come in, they bring their whole crew, they could just let you go just like that, and you lose your scholarship. It's not like it ain't guaranteed nowhere else.
I got a new name for college football. Guess what it is? Semi-pro.
Yeah,
that's what it is. That's what it is. They're being paid. They almost good enough to go to the pros. Most of them. Hey, it's semi-pro.
Shit, it's like AAA baseball. That's when they just need to start getting paid less, I think, and everything would be cool. Yeah. If we weren't talking about millions and millions of dollars, I don't think
everybody, like I said, and everybody, like, if you make that roster, you should get some type of money,
For sure.
Even in college, because at the end of the day, even you walking on and all that other stuff, man, you still got to go to school, and to even get on that field or that sideline, you got to keep your work up. So that's crazy. They got away with it for all these years. Not paying these kids, or these kids getting in trouble for taking a burger.
And
using people's
especially
names.
In the South, Southern football pays for everything, pays for a lot of these universities, and that's the reason a lot of these universities make money is college football.
Like imagine you at Florida, you going to Florida, right? You for the Gators, and you go to the library and get a number 15 jersey at the time. You know that's Tebow, and he can't get no money. He couldn't get paid for that. Like that was wild. You wearing these people numbers, and they couldn't get no money from it. And then if they take a cheeseburger from somebody, they can't play or they get kicked off the team. Like that was like how, man, I don't know how they got away with that, man. For all
They
these
should
years.
sue the NCAA for that. Somebody should try to sue them.
Yeah, man, how the heck you getting away for that? Like you getting away with selling these jerseys on campus at the school with these numbers on it. And every year, if a star, whatever star got that number, you know who you wearing. Like you know who you got, just because you ain't got the name on the back.
What's the dude? I'm sure you remember that Terrell Pryor case when they fucking banged him for signing his own fucking shit.
Yes, man, that is and the tattoos. Yeah, the tattoos and signing his own stuff. He got some free tattoos. Somebody did some art on him and he got in trouble for it and signing his jersey that somebody bought and he just signed his name on it with his number on it. Right. It's wild.
And everybody else make money off me.
Hey, when you say it out loud, it sounds crazy.
Yeah, think about it. That's like they said the dude, whoever the jersey he signed, say if they bought it at the Ohio State store though, because they sell it all on campus.
Right. You go to the bookstore and you pick up the jersey.
And you get in trouble for that is man, that is wild.
I can't write my motherfucking name on something.
Right.
You own my name.
That you just sold, that the school just made money off of. Though. That's wild.
They're making billions, and I can't have nothing. Fuck that.
All right, Manny. Let's just jump into what we got next.
Well, next we got to go into the NFL, and let's start it off talking about one of the craziest games we've seen with the Raiders destroying the Chargers 63-21.
I just don't understand what's up with the Chargers, man. The Chargers are terrible, man. Oh my God! Everybody lights them up every week.
Man, that was definitely we gotta get rid of this coach now, right there.
Mm-hmm. Well, they was calling for his head at halftime.
That's what I said. That's the only way you can say, like, because there's no way. Like, even I can't even say there's no way because I don't think Denver wanted to get rid of their coach when that happened. So, but this game right there, I think they wanted to get rid of their coach. That Denver thing just happened to happen. The Chargers really want to get rid of their coach, man.
Right.
Yeah. They he got to go. We ain't tackling nobody to the third quarter.
Cause like the Bills, the 14-point favorite. I wouldn't be shocked if the Bills only won if the Bills win by like 7, 10, 6. I wouldn't be shocked, even though they just got blew out that bad, man. Like you know how that be when people get fired and they get that team come with all that energy out of nowhere.
Right.
Yeah, they're pathetic.
Dude had to go, and I didn't realize he was such a horrible. I forgot he should have got fired last year. The season rolled on, and then once you start hearing about this again, it drums up all the conversations we had before about this dude.
Yeah, man. I don't see like me being on that team. Though it's like, man, all right, we want our coach going, but to get beat like that though is wild. The team that just lost, but did they win or they lose 3-0 to the Vikings or they won that game? They won. Who was that 3-0 game? Was that them and the Vikings?
Yeah, the Vikings and the Raiders, and the Raiders won
3-0. Yeah, they won 3-0. Or they lost. I thought they lost.
No, that might be right. These dudes didn't score but 3 points one week, and then the next week they put up a 63 on. Ugh.
I was wrong. Wait, I was wrong. They didn't score. The Vikings won that game.
Wait, these dudes ain't even scored?
They didn't even score.
And they saved all 8 points for the next week.
Raiders.
Man.
Next up, we have the Colts beating the Steelers 30-13.
What I can't figure out about the Steelers this season is how the fuck did you win 7 games?
Man, I don't know.
Hey, that's called good coaching.
Man, they been trash, man, but they got 7 wins, like you said. I don't know how.
Yeah, I don't know how the fuck you did that shit.
Shout out to my cousin Mike Tomlin.
They know magic.
Their quarterback play is horrible.
They running back players too. Najee is not the fucking answer.
Like they're wasting TJ Watt.
Next, we got to talk about the Bengals going against the Vikings with the score being 27-24 in overtime.
Oh, I think it's another situation where a lot of injuries with the quarterback position this year. I never know who's going to win. Like, Cleveland. They didn't win 9 games without a quarterback. So, hey, somebody has to win, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, I gotta get the Bengals props though, man. The Bengals, dude, hey, that dude, they doing something right for the Bengals. They ain't give up because they easily could have just packed their bags when Burrow got hurt. Yeah. But man, that dude came in and he doing all right.
Bro, this dude keep on playing like he playing. I'm gonna be like, Joe, who?
Yeah, it might be like that. People gonna be like, is it the system? he is balling though. He's slinging that rock.
It's the system. It's not the quarterback. It's the system. Nah, man, that dude is. He auditioning for his next contract.
Yeah, somebody. Hey, he keep himself. He ain't gonna be there.
No, he gonna get picked up for sure.
Chicago next year, and then
the Steelers can use them honestly right now. How them boys looking?
Yeah. The Browns wish they had him instead of Joe Flacco.
Yeah.
Well, let's go next into a heartbreaking story for Reggie, with the Lions beating the Broncos 42-17.
It's fake news.
He said it's fake news.
Hey, I ain't see that. Hey, I ain't see that happening, man. I ain't. Whew. The way Detroit been looking, man, I ain't see them smashing Denver like this.
No way.
Sam Laporta alone having 3 touchdowns.
It's all fake news, man.
Man.
Y'all record is fake news, or that ass was fake news?
It's fake news.
I think Denver did. How long ago they wrestled and they just had that baby, man? I think that they all celebrated, I guess, that baby, man, and took a game off.
We're going to the playoffs.
They like, man, congrats, Russ, man. We're gonna take this game off for you.
Yeah, this one's for your daughter, man.
Yeah, something. Oh, God dang. Oh my goodness. They like, we'll be back next week. Like, man.
We got the Patriots, the Chargers, and the Raiders. We're going to the playoffs.
Oh yeah, that should be 3 wins for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Not when they got this little party coming up at the Wilson's house. Hey, the team gonna be there. They ain't gonna show up for one of them games.
Right, should be.
Yeah.
House again.
Hey, Raiders putting up 60, so I don't know. They ain't gonna be easy now.
Yeah, man.
Well, let's go next into talking about the Browns beating the Bears 20-17.
Let's go, Flacco!
The Browns defense is still serious, man. I mean, listen, they're putting quarterbacks on their ass. Flacco tried his best to fuck that game up, threw every interception that he could possibly throw, and they still fucking won. So, hey, shout out to the Browns.
Yeah. That's how defense is supposed to play, man. Flacco, he was, like I said, he was terrible for 3 quarters, man. That fourth quarter, though, boy, threw over 200 yards, man, that fourth quarter.
Hey, who was that last week that shouted out Njoku? Was that you, Reggie?
What?
Shouted out Njoku last week. Talk about how he had a good game last
week. Yeah.
He's looking unstoppable again.
And that's who he went to in the fourth quarter. That's who he went to, man. The fourth quarter, he went to that man, and that dude a beast.
Yes, he is a beast, and it's like he's, I said last week to his point that he's been underused probably his whole career.
Yo, shout out to Carl Walker. He a Browns fan. Hey, anytime I see a Browns fan, I know they loyal.
That's right.
You got to be.
You got to. Somebody a Browns fan, I'm like, yo, that dude is probably a good friend to people. He real loyal. he probably cheat on this shit. He stayed down for whatever, through whatever.
Yeah, man. It's like people. Hey, people can make it so easy, man. If you look like far than friends, far than a partner, yeah, like I said, females go get it. You right, get you a Browns. You marry a Browns guy, you straight, man. He ain't going nowhere.
He ain't going nowhere. You know where he at every Sunday during the fall. He down there at that cold ass stadium with his jersey on, barking.
Listen, it's crazy. This is like a little bit of deja vu, not to get off topic, but I was talking to Boom about that today. I said when I was younger, I used to always say I would always want to date a female that's a Browns fan. You know why? Because they're going to put up with some ain't shit motherfuckers for a long
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that is the reverse way of looking at it.
Hey, they ride or dies, man.
I ain't going nowhere. You stuck with me. But I'm moving to Baltimore. I'll be waiting.
No, they're good now though, so I don't think that no more. But for years and years and years, I used to say that.
Well, let's go next to talk about the Buccaneers beating the Packers 34-20.
Oh, that's the game.
Where he had the perfect passer rating. Baker Mayfield did.
Yeah, he balled out.
Yeah.
I just
Yeah,
never
4
liked it.
TDs.
Yeah. I think he had a 152 QBR after this game. If I'm not wrong.
Damn.
I guess the sun shines on the dog's ass sometimes.
Hey, he got that dog in him, man.
Man, that conference so trash. But he bought. I mean, they ain't taking it away from him though. But yeah, that conference trash.
He don't got nothing that you can take away from him. He's going to be bounced around like a 6'4" his whole fucking career.
He's doing his thing though for him though. He getting it done.
Man, what talking about? What's their record? Because I don't believe that.
They
Yeah,
even.
They 8-8 or 7-7. They got to be 7-7.
Yeah, they're 7-7.
There's 3 more games left. Yeah. Man, yeah, that's a terrible record though, man. So he's doing all right, I guess. He's doing enough because that's still terrible.
Oh, he got 3,300 yards.
How many TDs he got?
24 touchdowns and 8 interceptions. He's actually playing okay.
Man, dang.
He hasn't had a bad season. Like he's playing okay.
Dang.
Look, he been catching that shit his whole career. Nobody
Man,
liked
stats.
Baker, but he be balling.
Dang, he got over 3,000. 20.
Average, I'll say.
That's better than Jalen Hurts, ain't it?
Yeah.
You know what? Is that what we doing?
I'm just saying that's definitely better than Jalen Hurts, right?
We got a 3-to-1 touchdown interception ratio.
So man, it got to be the defense then. Why they got most of those 7 losses then?
Yeah, because it ain't on him.
Nobody.
Man,
You don't be looking up what Jalen Hurts stuff is, man. We not.
Oh no, I ain't that petty. It was the Josh Allen stats, but I ain't gonna pull them up. It ain't worth.
We ain't there yet, but we on our way.
Well, let's go next and to talk about how the 49ers crushed the Cardinals 45-29.
Niner game.
And how Christian McCaffrey alone had 3 touchdowns. Just by himself.
He should be MVP ball.
he a bad boy, man.
He led the team in receiving and the team on rushing.
Man, that's a bad boy, man.
He should get more MVP votes, but because of his position, I don't think that he's going to win it.
It's sad because it's going to go to Brock, even though, Christian caught all of his passes.
Right.
It's
And I don't want to talk about these dudes that were
Who, San Fran? And it's like I don't even like to even talk about the white and black thing because there ain't no white running backs. So but that dude, the truth, man. Like that boy is, oh my goodness.
That's my dude. That's my dog.
He is.
RC5, you got moved down. Christian McCaffrey got moved up, brother.
Christian McCaffrey's the dog for real.
He different.
He's
Man.
been balling ever since college. I remember watching him in college. I was like, oh yeah, he gonna be somebody.
I thought he was going to be too small, but I was definitely wrong.
He reminded me of Reggie Bush, but obviously he's way better than Reggie Bush. Pro-wise.
For a while, yeah.
Mm-hmm. He's sweet.
Let's go next into the Chiefs beating the Patriots 27-17.
I think that the Chiefs should have put up more on them. I'm glad that the Chiefs are not really that good anymore because I'm a Denver fan, obviously, but I still think they should have put about 35-40 on them.
I mean, they could have. The one at the end, a touchdown. They could have scored and they didn't. Man, I guess it's the respect you get for Bill Belichick at the end of the day because he could have easily put up 35, but they surrendered early. Like if you watch that game, I had a couple of them games on. They could have scored. He didn't even put up the 35 like he wanted to. But they still got some problems though with those receivers dropping passes. Still though, man, that's something you would have thought would have been fixed by now, and it's definitely not.
Bro, they too busy trying to line up on side.
Like they've been having like you don't supposed to be having drops this like not this late in the season. Like the same drops from the first game to right now. There's no reason you still should be having those drops like that.
All that
And it's been every game.
Yeah.
Right. What we got, Manny?
Next up, we got the Dolphins destroying the Jets 30-0.
I'm not surprised.
I thought the Jets was gonna give them a fight the way Wilson played last week.
Yeah, I thought the Jets would, at least keep them like under 30.
Yeah.
But they don't have weapons. So.
I'm like, Tyreek Hill ain't playing. I said it's gonna be I'm like, even if I don't think the Jets was gonna win, but it's gonna be close. You boys got killed.
Tua, he's only a fall away from being hurt again.
Yeah, the way he got fucking knocked around.
Well, next you got to talk about the Bills beating the Cowboys 31-10.
Let's go, Terrell.
You know what it is. You know what it is, man.
Dak for MVP. Yeah, right.
Buffalo not playing no more, man. Buffalo is not playing no more.
It hurts. Oh.
I thought that Buffalo would win. I just didn't think it would be like that bad.
I was proud of y'all, bro. Y'all made me proud. I was like, these guys, man. Oh, you know what, Terrell? You almost jumped ship. You stuck around, dog. You rode out for your boys. And I'm proud because you deserve it.
Hey, I'm loyal, man. I'm loyal.
He stood on business last week, too.
I'm loyal, man.
Wait, Colin.
That was supposed to be Russell Wilson, man. I'm so mad. I'm still mad at that loss.
Accept it.
How great they did this week.
Well, next you got to talk about the Seahawks beating the Eagles 20-17.
Oh man, that's a horrible game. Let's just go to
Shocker.
Man.
That's definitely a shocker. I thought that Philadelphia would.
When they said Geno wasn't playing, there's no way I thought the Eagles would lose this game.
Right, but the quarterback position, Hurst is weak. Listen, he's not a real quarterback. He's a runner. I love his game, but he's not a fucking real quarterback. You got real wide receivers and you got real weapons. He's not able to deliver the ball to them. I don't see Philadelphia winning a Super Bowl with him as their starting quarterback. They got a Super Bowl quality team. He's going to have to go.
I don't have it in my heart to right here. Manny, you feel your way about this?
I would have the argument, but it's just you can't argue it. It's facts. Jalen Hurts hasn't played like Jalen Hurts. He hasn't looked comfortable one time. He hasn't looked any better. Our defensive line has been looking sorry with allowing, any rusher to get 86 on you pretty easily. He was just back to forth, just doing it. Cornerbacks can't cover a stick. It's nothing we can do about it. It's nothing. Well, since we're moving out of that, we got to talk about, of course, the NBA. And I want to start it off showing a clip that I think everybody would like to see. And let's see what's going on.
Fields picked up his third foul. And now Green runs over. Oh, man.
Well, that's going to be a flagrant.
Aggressive. That's it. Draymond Green is out.
And after that, he is now suspended indefinitely and has 3 weeks of training he has to go through. How does everybody feel?
I mean, I feel that he should miss about 15 to 20 games. He has a fucking problem. I do not understand why he's still in the NBA.
Yeah, get him out
the contribution is he really making? Okay, yeah, he's their point guard, but there's other players that can run the team better than him. He's a habitual single figure player. He does not average double figures in no department, nothing. So I don't understand Like, why are you holding on to him? You've lost too much because of him. There's players in the developmental league that are way better than him. Way better than him. So I just don't understand it.
He's more of a liability than it's worth. I mean, how you just punch that dude in the face? He tried to act it off like it was just a foul, like everything was cool.
Yeah, the fact that he said he was the one flopping though, like to try to get the call, and the way you hit dude, man, it's no way you can say that was an accident. And that's like, and who make me mad with some of the analysts talking about how they talking about Draymond Green and he the enforcer. You know, you can be the enforcer, but people got to understand, man, just because the NBA. A lot of us, don't get me wrong, we all, depending on how old you are, a lot of us get stuck in, some of the old ways. But that don't mean the old ways was the right way, because them cats was tearing cats up back in the day. That don't mean, don't get me wrong, some of the fouling they call be, phony. And when it's like that, you got to get kicked out the game. And you keep doing it, you got to get kicked out. Just because the Detroit Pistons was getting away with that stuff don't mean it was right. It still was bad at the end of the day, man. Like, if you want to fight, go join UFC at the end of the day. You can be like when they bring up Oakley and all this other stuff, man, like that stuff wasn't right at the end of the day. Like that don't justify it because they used to get away with it back in the day. It still was wrong.
It's that's like between rough basketball and fucking just playing dirty.
Right.
Like,
it's all right. It's different between calling a tacky foul. All right, cool. But when you're doing that, man, you gotta do something. And when you keep doing it, it's something else there, because you making so much money, man, but you keep doing this stuff and you like knowing you're gonna lose money too, and you keep doing it, and it's like you don't care. It's like in the say, and when he say like this is me, like I what he say, I never apologize for. He said like for stuff I meant to do or this. Like when you saying that, it's like, man, you really testing the NBA. It's like I'm not gonna apologize because I meant to do this. So, but you ain't mean to do this one, but you meant to do the other ones, which is still bad. Like, come on, man. You gotta get some type of help, or just don't play no more.
Well, he is getting counseling.
Because I think just because people be in the league, man, just because some people, man, everybody ain't gonna be on that LeBron and really love the game the way LeBron playing all these minutes. Like some people, like you lose the love of stuff, man. Like joy of the game, like and you might still be playing. You might not want to play no more, and probably don't know what to do. It's like you got to give it up, man. When it gets to the point where you keep losing money and you fighting and all that, man, I don't think you love the game no more. Because what's the point to keep doing this?
I don't even like how people like he's the enforcer. What are you enforcing? That's
what I'm saying. There's no point, and it's different. Right, it's like the fact that the NBA is different now. What is you enforcing? There's no point of it.
Right. What am I supposed to just be scared of you? And that's what it is. That's what that means. It means that this is the player that I'm not going to go to the basket or I'm not going to lay it up because he's going to do something to me. And it's okay because he's the enforcer. He's Draymond Green. Guy. Yeah, he's the tough guy. Listen, what I don't understand is every time I see him do some shit, like, why y'all not whooping his ass? Why y'all not?
Yeah, I don't get
shit on him. I don't know why he didn't get up.
Like, listen, man, you put your hands on me. I don't give a fuck who you is.
I mean, at the time, I think he couldn't do nothing because he was so messed up on the ground. But the other players, they could have got kicked out for him. But like I said, at the end of the day, man, it's like, what do you? I don't get how you keep getting away with that stuff, man. Like if you watch that play, it wasn't even nothing bad.
It wasn't really that bad. He didn't really mean to hit him. He didn't mean to do that, man. Get the fuck out of here.
On that play, they wasn't even going at it tough or hard. No, like that play there. If you watch it,
Nurkic didn't even touch him at all, bro.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't even no serious thing to get hit like that, or even accidentally. Like there's no way you should accidentally hit somebody like that. Like y'all wasn't even going at it.
Did you hear how people was making excuses for him a few weeks ago? That
made me mad. Yeah,
it was like he there wasn't really no choke. Listen,
even the coach,
hands around.
It's so blatant. It's so blatant.
Go to state at fault too, though, because they let him get away with this stuff, man, for so long,
get
man.
Away with everything.
When he punched, even though that's just like when he punched Jordan Poole, man, they were talking about, man, there have been plenty of fights back in the day. Okay, then that don't mean it's right though. At the end of the day, that's what make me mad. It's like, just because there was plenty of fights back in Jordan them days and all that, does that mean it was right? It still ain't right.
They playing
it's like
with the wrong
you
people.
still go to state still should have did something to him about that. It's like,
what if that would have been Crittenden? Y'all remember him? You would have been dead. He would have killed you.
Man, think if that was who was that got the who was that got his own show podcast right now? The one for the was it for the Wizards?
I'm talking about Gilbert Arenas and
Crittenden. Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, right.
It was gonna shoot him.
But even if it was, like Arenas probably wasn't gonna play that. But you're right, old boy definitely wouldn't have played that.
Yeah, he would have popped you.
That's what I said. So it's like you man, they know who to do that to.
Right. But the thing about it is that Golden State is backing him because the reason why you lost Kevin Durant is because of him too. They let you get away with it. You lost a chip.
They don't want to talk about that, man, because there's no way Kevin.
They let you get away with it.
Durant wouldn't have left, man. It was definitely because of him, man.
It is because of him. And so think about what you lost because of that championships. Go ahead.
We got to move on, and let's talk about Giannis putting up 64 points, a franchise high for the Bucks.
Man.
That dude was hooping.
He balled out, man.
He got all 64 points in the paint, man.
That's wild. Hey, that's wild.
Nah, I don't know if that's true, but
how many? No, he had, man. I forget how many free throws. He went to the free throw line over I think he went to the free throw line like 20 some times, man.
He was balling, bro.
If I was him, I would have went off about that game ball too, because he knows he's not.
Oh yeah. That's man. I never heard of somebody getting we said a rookie first basket or something like that, man. I never heard of that.
The rookie's first basket. Yeah.
Man, that was so petty. Like, man, even the coach wrong for that, man. You like, man, I say y'all that petty, man. Y'all the ones let the dude get that many points, so y'all get that man that ball.
Exactly.
Like,
so
man.
His full stats is his points were 64 points. He shot 24 for 32 at the free throw line, 14 rebounds, 3 assists, 1 block, 4 steals.
Dude went to he had 32 free throws. He went 24 for 32. Oh my goodness.
He is too strong.
How you shoot 32 free throws in a game, man? That is wild.
I wanted to ask, so if LeBron James would have retired, do you think Greek Freak would be the greatest of this next coming up era, the new era, the greatest of all time? I think he's hooping, man.
Yeah, he definitely hoop, but he just got a lot of competition. But like
that's what I'm saying.
We got the Joker. He got old boy from Dallas right now. I mean,
you got Embiid.
Yeah, Embiid.
I don't know. I think he's better than all of them.
I don't know.
He might be, man, but they right there though.
They are. It's neck and neck.
Like, man, but that's 64 though. They said they was gonna see them again though. When dude was going like that, Dame time, like, he said, he said, keep that same energy.
When I see you.
Hey, Lillard said, keep that same energy, boy.
Hey, he hooped out too. Balled out.
Well, next we got to talk about a Grizzly star, Ja Morant, making his season debut tonight after 25 games suspended.
Oh,
I'm glad he's back.
Yep.
He does his thing and relaxes and just keep it basketball. Stop listening to that dumbass shit that your mom be telling you to do, and get rid of that dude, your friend that you be hanging with, and you'll be straight.
He just needs to start focusing on basketball. I mean, I think his team's been holding it down pretty good ever since he's been gone. So he just needs to come in and find the mix, what they've been hooping, come in and add to that. And I think they have a shot to turn their season around, you know.
Yeah.
And if we talk about their stats for the game, they're in halftime down 13 with Ja Morant alone having 7 points and 4 assists, 0 threes made, and 2 rebounds.
Makes sense, man. That's a lot of games to be out, so it's gonna take some time to.
Yeah, it was 25 this season, and then it was a number last season too.
And he's one of those ones that he can ball out in one quarter though.
I don't know about them staying afloat while he was gone or making the playoffs because they 6-19, bro.
Yeah, they trash.
Only won 6 games.
Hey, Jackson though, he been balling for him though.
Yeah.
He been balling for them boys.
He sure has.
Next, we got to talk about how Damian Lillard is 5th in 3-point shots.
Yeah, that's the same game.
Okay.
I mean, he's wide open. He has to be. You got to pick your poison. Like, you know, are you gonna double Giannis or are you gonna leave him? And I've been seeing lately the last few games, Lillard has been catching the stroke. He's been, lighting motherfuckers up. So, I mean, I don't know about them beating Boston. That's going to be tough. But everybody else, I think that they probably can beat easily.
Damian Lillard has definitely been figuring out how to play with the Bucks. I mean, it's definitely a good fit. He can just add everything. Chris Middleton, Giannis. got all these dudes on the Bucks, and it's just like you were saying, who are you gonna pick? Who is it?
One night you got, Giannis getting 60-something. Another night you got Lillard getting 30-something. So it's like
Bobby Portis fucking hooping.
That's true.
That's so many.
Hey, I like Portis, man. He definitely got to be one of the 6 men of the year. That man, he be balling.
Yes, facts.
Next, we got Curry's trade value.
He really asked for a trade? That true?
It's going to be high.
I said, that's true. He really asked for a trade because I was seeing that.
I don't know.
I'm not seeing anything online, but it's.
No, but I said I was seeing people say it, but I ain't seen that online yet. I'm like, I don't think he's gonna ask for no trade like that.
I don't know. He's been pretty loyal to the team, but if there's a time.
Yeah, well, you can't be mad. Yeah, you can't be mad at him right now, too. You're right.
He gave you his heart and soul. Let him go.
I mean,
if you want to go.
It's a perfect time right now. And then the media adding, talking about, like you said, like, if that was LeBron, like Draymond Green, like that, he got nothing to do with another grown man doing. But it's like I said, the way the media trying to, put him into that, it's the perfect time to dip out on him or demand a trade. Like, hey, I can't deal with this no more, man. Yeah. I still got some prime years left, man. There's too much drama going on. You gonna understand that? Like why wouldn't you as an owner?
That's true.
Because like I said, that ain't nothing. That's the, like I said, it's Golden State fault that Draymond got away with this for so long, man. And like I said, and Steph so laid back and cool. You got like, even though Clay ain't been balling, you had Clay and this dude, and like, why? There's no reason for Draymond to be going off like this. Like, you can say you was helping old boy when you choked, like Klay Thompson when you choked Rudy or whatever. But besides that, them cats ain't getting into nothing. Like, all Draymond problems got nothing to do with Steph and Clay. So it's like,
I don't think they really mess with each other no more. The team chemistry is not there.
Right. It's like he don't care. It's like, man, I don't care.
Too old, all of them.
Yeah, right. Where would he go? I don't know where Kurt would even go.
Like, where would Draymond go though?
Because he can still get you 30. So it's not too many teams that's not going to want him. But the rest of them are bums.
But they got to they're gonna probably get rid of Draymond though. They not gonna. I mean, they gonna fight for Clay hard.
All right, but listen, who's gonna take Draymond?
I don't know. Don't know, man.
Nobody.
My thing is, it's gonna be. It's the fact that Draymond not like he a star that he was like that enforcer type of star. They claim they got that they gave him motivation to get them rebounds, assists, but he's not like a star that was scoring points and then he's starting to average like 17, 18. So it's like, but he's still gonna want to be like, he's still gonna want that voice, and you ain't gonna be able to tell him nothing. So that's what's gonna be so hard about moving Draymond. He a strong voice, and he, what I'm saying, he got that toughness to where, like, you're not gonna go somewhere else and try to take over, and players are gonna be like, nah, right.
He might be blacklisted. He might be forced.
But that's but that's gonna be one of the main reasons though, because he gonna try to come in there trying to, like, trying to be tough. Which you ain't supposed to come in as a punk, but he gonna come in with that wrong energy. I can see that off rip.
Yep.
Like, you can't.
It's a wrap. His career's over. This is gonna be his last year in the NBA. Watch.
Well, let's switch over to the NFL and let's talk about how the Eagles security chief has a sideline ban for the rest of this regular season.
Pause on motherfuckers. Did that to the damn Seahawks.
Oh my goodness.
What was the question again? I mean, the topic again?
You say it one more time?
I said, what was the topic again?
The Eagles security chief getting a sideline ban for the rest of the regular season and is allowed to come back during the playoffs.
That's fine. That's cool. As long as he know to not come on the field and break up fucking tackles and shit. That's not his job. His job is to protect the team from fans and things like that. You shouldn't even been over there.
People get too excited, man.
Yeah.
We do have to remind that this was on the field. This was on the sideline where he was on.
That's true, but that's not his job.
Was near coach.
His job is to stop fans, not to touch players.
Man, players talk smack to coaches all the time, man. I never seen no security guy come and get all rowdy. This stuff been going on. Like this part of the game.
Sidelines. Don't worry about how we handle people.
This part of the game, man. Coaches get cussed out all the time, man. That cat better go on somewhere.
Listen, if he don't want to get himself hurt,
he better
go the fuck on head.
He gonna be watching the game.
Everybody, y'all, you better ask who we employ in Philly.
Hey, to the playoffs, he gonna be at eating Philly cheesesteaks somewhere at a restaurant. I know that.
Listen, you know how it is. If we in a heated exchange, right? If we in a heated exchange, we going at it, and you got that Philadelphia shit on, and I'm not, and you got my opposing team, you touch me, I'm gonna go off on you, and that's what happened to him. You had that Philadelphia hat on, you touched me, and I had to show you.
What else we got, man?
Next, we got the FSU suing the playoff committee and maybe suing the ACC while attempting to move to the Big Ten.
I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with it because they got did dirty. That wasn't right. That wasn't right.
You guys care.
Yeah, they did y'all dirty, man.
I appreciate y'all sympathy and support. It means a lot to me.
I didn't know they was trying to go to the Big Ten, though.
Yeah, man, we're going to get that money.
Man. They got it, yeah.
Yeah, we only get maybe 20-something million. And Rutgers, just for being in the Big Ten, is getting how much? I think like 60-something.
Oh, yeah, that's dope. I didn't know they was trying to do that. Come over to the Big Ten and be like the fourth best team. That's what's up.
Hey, bro, we gonna go over there and be at least the second or third.
Each team gets roughly around 58 million.
58 million. Really getting 20
and USC just for switching over. USC and UCLA just for switching over to the Big Ten is getting 100 million annually.
What?
Man,
we on our way.
Oregon over there too, right? Who else coming? Oregon and Washington?
Yep.
It's a terrible idea.
Oregon, Washington, USC, and UCLA.
Ooh, yeah. Florida State gonna be like the 6th, 7th best team. God damn.
It's all a terrible idea. And I'm gonna explain to you why. As football fans, we like seeing this shit. We like to see better teams come into the conferences, things like that. But when they do that, the other teams come to, okay, so I'm gonna give you a perfect example. Say you play volleyball for UCLA, right? So you mean to tell me that I got to fly all the way to the other side of the fucking country, right? Then fly all the way to fuck back to go to school the next day just for a game because we're in the same conference now? That's not fucking fair. You're putting too much pressure on the other athletes, all for football dollars.
I don't think they was thinking about that neither, though. Just for that money, you're right, man. Like, man. Because usually when you got the way it's broken down to you, like, these trip things are supposed to be that long, the way it's broken down in the conferences. But now you got teams from, like you said, Florida joining teams up north, and, or especially, like I said, that West Coast and East Coast time going to be wild trying to do that.
Did you know that where we're at right now, we're closer to Greenland than Rutgers is to UCLA?
That's crazy.
Right, and you're putting these kids through this shit for a sport that they don't even fucking participate in, and some money that they're not even going to benefit from. Ain't nobody playing volleyball getting no fucking NIL deal money.
You so because you're right, because that means the other sports, you're right, they're going to have to do it too, though. So you're right.
And they go to fucking class.
You're right.
That's not fair.
That's crazy.
Hey, who pays the bills gets the best deals. Football pays the bills for all these other sports.
That's right. You want to play badminton?
Get on that plane and shut up.
Notre Dame don't got to
badminton.
Notre Dame don't got to do that stupid shit.
Man,
you would name one team.
Nah, but the players gonna like that though, man. You getting a flight to LA. LA ain't gonna like coming to Ohio or none of that. people that's on our side. Yeah, they not going. The people on our like in the Northeast and all they gonna love taking those trips to LA, but the people in LA not gonna like taking those trips over this way.
Yeah, wake your ass up 6 a.m. Monday practice before class.
Right. Like most people want to go to LA anyway, right? So we gonna be cool, but LA gonna be like F that.
Uh-huh.
I'm going back to Cali.
And with that, we are done with the news for today.
What we got next? Let's jump into.
We want to jump into the NBA top 10.
Yeah, let's go into C5's NBA top 10.
For his top 10, I pulled up the list and I'm gonna try to name it off the best I can. To start it off, we got the number one.
Wait. Okay, yeah. Announce it and then let him tell us why he put them.
To start it off, we got number one, the Timberwolves.
Man, they've been on a good winning streak lately. I've been liking how they're hooping. The Celtics are in actual number one right now, but I don't know. I like the Timberwolves right now over the Celtics.
I ain't mad at it.
I think they just got a better chemistry right now.
I think the Celtics have more pieces.
They do. I think they have a deeper team for sure. But when you're winning, you're winning. When you're on, you're on.
They definitely deserve it.
Yeah. Right.
Well, number two, you got the Celtics.
Same thing. They've been hoping. That's right there. It's tough between 1 and 2, but they won their last game. So give them that 2 spot. They deserve it for sure.
Yep.
Next, you got 3 and 4, which is the Bucks and the 76ers.
The Bucks are coming up, man. They've been looking great the last 5 games or so.
They've been looking good. Lillard's been coming. He's been figuring out how to play with them. He's been hooping. You got Giannis, Portis. So they've all been doing their thing, winning games.
You got number 5 and number 6 with the Nuggets and the Thunder.
I had to put the Nuggets over the young team. The Thunder, I just think they're too young. The Nuggets definitely have more experience. They're going to win more games this year for sure.
If they can keep, what's his name, Shai? How you say
that? Yeah, Shai Gilgeous.
If they can convince him to stay there with that new kid that they got, I think in the next 3 years they'll be very, very good.
I think was Chet.
Yeah, Chet.
Yep.
Chet.
That dude, yeah, I think they're a nasty combo, but they just don't have the experience. They haven't done anything yet, so.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, I think they're a good team that once they get in the playoff and start getting that experience in the next 2-3 years, I think honestly they stay together, they have a chance of getting a championship.
I think so
if
too.
I'm being honest.
If they get maybe one more piece possibly.
I agree, because dude is a superstar for sure.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Next, you got number 7 and 8 with the Magic being 7 and number 8 being the Mavs.
Same with the Magic. I think they're just a young team.
Yep.
They just don't have much experience. Once they get in the playoffs for a couple years, maybe they'll be up a little higher, be up a little rank higher, 1, 2, 3, 4 spot. But I don't know. The Mavericks, they just didn't impress me too much. Who'd they play last? They played the Magic, didn't they?
They played last against the Nuggets yesterday.
They lost to Denver.
Yeah, they lost. 104. Yeah, so they're not doing too good right now. They need to figure out some things.
Paolo is going to be the real deal. I'm telling you. I just was talking about him the other day. Listen, I say at his lowest peak, he'll be NBA first team in his career. Dallas, I don't really respect them. You got 2 players that are very, very ball dominant that don't play defense. I don't get it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that too. Luka, he's really good at controlling the game on offense, making the game slow down to his tempo, and he can ball at his tempo really good. But you don't try on defense, man. And defense wins championships. You got to play both ends of the ball if you want to win.
Right.
Well, next you have the number 9 and number 10, with the number 9 being the Kings and the number 10 being the Clippers.
They speak for themselves pretty much. 9 and 10 spot.
I'm shocked by the Clippers actually from them.
Clippers coming. I don't blame them for putting the Clippers in the top 10. They starting to hit their stride. It seems like
They are, and I'm
They
very
are on an
surprised with
8-game
that.
win streak.
Yeah.
And you see Quad been balling. Oh my goodness, man! It's like he hit another. It seems like he back to himself right now.
And that is it for the NBA top 10. I guess we should naturally transition into the NFL top 10 and talk about Turan's NFL top 10. And to start it off, we have number 1 and number 2 being the number 1 49ers and the number 2 Ravens.
Hey, that's easy right there. San Fran.
Yeah.
Been ever since after them 3 losses in a row, San Fran been in a row right now, having their way with, some of the best teams. Baltimore, they've been hitting their stride. Baltimore, honestly, should probably only have 1 loss. So, I mean, you can go either way, honestly, though, because Baltimore easily can only be with 1 loss right now. So that's why I got San Fran 1 and Baltimore number 2.
You got number 3 and number 4, the number 3 being the Cowboys and number 4 being the Chiefs.
I don't believe in the Chiefs. The Chiefs are suspect as fuck.
Really, honestly, just having the Chiefs at 4 is honestly still going off, experience. Just going off experience. Like you said, like that's what when we talk about like certain teams not having experience, when they're young, the fact that they even though they've been looking the same, I did like with the coach, with the quarterback, the tight end, and Patrick Mahomes is like you still got to respect the Chiefs. At the end of the day.
That plays.
So that's why I got them right there. Yeah, right. That's the only reason I got them there.
Experience, I agree.
That's the only reason. Dallas still, Dallas, when they at home, if Dallas going to go on the road though, man, they terrible. But at home, they legit. So and by the Eagles just losing, Dallas got a chance still to get a home game or get 2 of them. So that's why I got them at 3. Then I got the Eagles at 5. Which after that loss, man, it ain't too many people that really can go in front of them still because they still got that record though. The Dolphins, they had that slip up last week, so it's like it's either a toss up with the Dolphins and them right there at that spot.
Yeah.
So it's like you go either way. Then I got the Browns because of their defense. They ain't got no quarterback play, but the Browns at 7, got the Jags at 8, the Lions at 9. And then I put Buffalo at 10 because Buffalo really a playoff team, honestly, at 8 and 6. Buffalo, so that's my top 10 right there.
Can't be mad at it.
We give you an A+ on that, bro.
No doubt.
I'm scared of Kansas City. They don't look good to me at all.
But like you said, even with Denver, I didn't know Denver's schedule. When you just said Denver's schedule, Denver should definitely win 3 straight.
Yeah,
if I saw that schedule, I'm like, man, that the way they definitely gotta, if they just do what they normally do, they should definitely win those last 3 games.
I think we're gonna fuck up one of them. Truthfully, I think 2 of them will definitely win, but I think just for some reason, we're gonna blow one of those easy games. I just feel it.
Like when he was cussing at Russ, like even though I'm cool with it, I just wanted Russ to just go back at him too, though, man. Like I just want to see that out of Russ. Like there's nothing wrong with that. Like either way it go, like a coach getting on a star player, but I want to see a star player sometimes, like because the fact that he don't do it, you ain't gonna be mad at it. I'm like, man, Russ, say something back to him, like man, like who you talking to like that? You know what I'm saying? Like I wanted to see. Yeah, I just want to see Russ do that. Like, even when the players was talking to him last year, they was talking stuff to him on the sideline. Like, man, like, just get it. Like, man, like stop talking to me like that. Like, y'all know who I am. Like, man,
right.
But he do not do it.
Let your nuts hang, bro.
Man.
Well, next, I guess we should go into Reggie's 5 Whys.
Welcome to this week's episode of Why, where I ask some of sports' toughest questions. Number 5, why did my Broncos get slam dance like that on Sunday? Why? Number 4, why did the real Dak show up? Why? Number 3, why does Jordan Poole look like and play like he's on Fetty now? Why? Number 2, why does Wham Bam quietly average 19, 11, and 3 blocks? He's definitely going to win Rookie of the Year. And number 1, why the fuck is Draymond Green still in the NBA? Why?
Yeah, that Jordan Poole one silly as heck, though. Oh, that's silly.
Yeah, he fried right now.
I know, man. You funny for that one, man.
Playing like shit on that Fetty.
Won't you come my way?
There was some good ones. There was some good ones though. That's silly, man. Oh man.
Yo, Wimbiana is balling, man. I mean, we already hit on Dirty Dre, right? So,
yeah, we hit on him.
Yeah, I said I don't know why he's in the NBA.
The biggest thing I think is, not Dirty Dre, but
The dad,
we talked about the Broncos and
the real dad showed up.
the real dad showed up. I mean, he is who we thought he was.
Definitely.
Yeah, because when your D getting killed like that, man, like if you put up points, you can't say nothing, even if you lose. Like that's the thing. Like when we say, like when we talk about these quarterbacks, like if you do your thing and y'all still lose, then it's like, all right, you can't really say nothing about the quarterback, you know.
Right.
But when your D don't show up and the offense don't show up, you gotta blame the quarterback.
That's your job. Go out there and play offense.
Yeah.
You're the leader.
Mm-hmm. Like my thing is, because there ain't no difference. You got to figure some of them plays. I understand if you be like, all right, the D was balling, but like, all right, say like, well, you know, Josh Allen, he's with him doing the turnovers, but at the same time, Josh Allen know how to get away from certain blitzes and stuff and make a play. Like that, he wasn't doing that, man. And you're supposed to though when you're in the MVP race, though. You got to make something happen.
Yeah,
he definitely was out there bullshitting yesterday. I mean,
like you figure it'd have been a different game too. You throw that. Remember, he overthrew that touchdown. Dude open when he overthrew him. That deep bomb. Oh, dude was open, man. He overthrew him by a mile.
I'm just happy the Cowboys are going back to being who the Cowboys have been for the past almost 20 years, and I'm okay with that. How about them Cowboys?
Man, how about them cowgirls? Dang, DJ. I told DJ what was gonna happen, man. Cass ain't want to believe me last week on the show.
He think Tony Romo gonna come back and save him. So
hey, I stood 10 toes down, man. I told him, man. We ain't want to do that to him.
Hey, DJ, the only dude I know keep asking for the dude who did exactly what Dak did. Nothing. Nothing. How you asking for the dude that was played and did the same exact shit as the other dude? Talk about if we had Dak. I mean, we had Romo. Bro, you had Romo. And we seen episode.
Yep,
they similar. Hey, they similar, man. There's different races, man. They're the similar style of play, though.
They're not really different races. It's just one biracial and one all white. Look at it like that.
Oh, that is right. You're right. He is mixed. I forgot he mixed. You're right. They got a lot in common there. Oh, man.
Shout out to DJ, bro. I'm sorry, bro, but I don't know how in the world you ever fixed to say some shit about if we had Tony Romo.
Man.
In the past.
Oh yeah.
So is it pick 'em time?
Pick 'em time. We got to start off with the Thursday night game with the Saints taking on the Rams.
Saints.
Give me the Rams.
Hope Lynn Bolden score in that game.
Saints. Let's go Saints.
Next, for the Saturday game, you got the Bengals versus the Steelers.
The Bengals.
Yeah, the Bengals.
Sure. Yeah, Steelers got to show me something. I don't believe in them.
Right.
Then next, for the 8:30 game on Saturday, you got the Bills versus the Chargers.
The Bills.
Come on, Bills.
Bills by 10 or more.
Yes, that's gonna be a blowout. It's probably gonna snow. It's in Buffalo, right?
No, it's in LA.
No, I think it's in LA.
LA might have a chance.
It's in LA. We got to travel.
Could beat the Bills.
No, Bills by 10 or more.
I still think it will.
Well, next you got the Lions versus the Vikings.
You got the Lions.
I don't know. They might blow it again.
It's gonna be in the dome either way, so I'm gonna pick the Lions.
Then next, you got the Browns versus the Texans.
I'll pick the Browns because it's gonna be hard for the Texans quarterback to fucking cope with that defense. He's gonna get hit. Myles Garrett.
Yeah.
So
and
let's go Browns.
I think that they win.
Go to Browns.
And also, CJ is still out, so it's still going to be Case Keenum.
Oh,
I mean,
yeah,
no, Tim.
Brown.
Yeah, Case Keenum. Yeah,
Yeah, Browns. Yeah, Browns. When that Texans should have lost last week, I say the Browns.
Next, you got the Seahawks versus the Titans.
Either one. That's going to be
I
a
don't know.
tie.
Yeah, I said it's a toss-up right here with me. I don't even know.
7-7 ball game.
But I'm going to go with Seattle, though.
Yeah, let's go Seahawks.
And it seems like Geno won't be playing again, so it will be Drew Lock probably.
I still got Seahawks.
Then next, you got the Cowboys versus the Dolphins.
Where's that?
I'm going for it. It's in Miami.
Yep, in Miami.
I need the Dolphins to lose, so I got to go with the Cowboys.
I think the Dolphins are going to pull that one out.
Yeah, I think the Dolphins are outside.
Tyreek Hill supposed to be right, too.
Next up, you got the Patriots versus the Broncos.
The Broncos.
Then, for the beginning of your Christmas day, you got to watch the Raiders versus the Chiefs at 1 p.m.
Chiefs. I think Chiefs gonna blow. I think Chiefs gonna blow them out.
I said the Chiefs gonna win, but it's gonna be tough.
I don't think it's gonna be tough.
I think it is.
Next, you got your most exciting game you're so excited for on Christmas: the Giants versus the Eagles in Philadelphia.
Eagles get back game.
Philly by a big win.
Yeah, Philly gonna blow them out.
Hurts gonna have about 350 yards. He's probably watching this podcast, hearing me talking shit about him.
It is seeming like he's going to start.
I'm going with my Eagles, even though I do not trust or believe in Jaden.
He's got to have a big game against them. He's got to.
And then you got, the most boring game with the Ravens versus the 49ers at 8:15 on the Monday night.
Woo, let's go.
Man, I hope this be a good game right here.
I want to see that. I'm gonna stay up and not go to sleep that night to watch that.
Man, who's gonna win this one?
I'll say the Ravens.
I'm gonna go with the Ravens.
Yeah, I think the Ravens are gonna win too.
And that concludes the Pick'em time.
Dope episode. Anybody got any shout outs before I let C5 send us home?
Shout out to everybody in Youngstown.
Yeah, definitely shout out to Yo for sure.
Shout out to 419. Shout out to 216. Shout out all my people in the 614. Shout out to DJ. Shout out to Diallo Benz, aka Miguel. Shout out to Big Chicken doing things behind the scenes. To Ren, Reggie, and then I'm gonna let C5 take us out of here. I'm gonna say something nice or some shit.
Thanks y'all for tuning in. AAA Sports Podcast, episode 12. We'll catch y'all next week.
No doubt. Let's go.
Yeah.